Welcome, fellow planeswalkers and aficionados of the arcane. In this enchanting podcast, we're embarking on a quest to unearth the hidden stories and unravel the enigmatic lives of the lesser-known creatures and characters from the Magic the Gathering universe. But as we seek to shed light on the untold, we sometimes find ourselves weaving a bit of magic, stretching the truth to make it entertaining, and adding just a sprinkle of mystical spice. Every spell is a story, every creature has a voice, and every planeswalker holds a secret or two. Welcome to the Multiverse Memoirs. In the gloaming shadows of another world, there came into existence a mysterious figure known as Carrick. His birthplace, veiled in the murky depths of Phyrexia, remained shrouded in obscurity, a birthright lost to time. His given name, if it ever existed, was but a whisper, an echo amidst the symphony of Phyrexian experiments. Carrick was a creature forged with a malevolent purpose, a sleeper agent, a weapon cloaked in human semblance, destined for a world far removed from the nightmarish forge of his creation. Carrick's passage to Dominaria, a realm ripe for the taint of Phyrexian conquest, was a harrowing journey. His vessel, a nightmarish amalgamation of metallic tendrils and flesh, descended upon the unspoiled shores of Talaria. Here, amidst the serenity of an island renowned for its prestigious academy, he would unknowingly inscribe his name in the tomes of history. It was on this island that a young artificer named Joyra discovered the fragile figure, broken and battered by the ocean's wrath. With tender care, she tended to his injuries, her heart quickened by the aura of strength that enveloped him. Joyra, a maiden of Talaria, was beguiled by this mysterious stranger, so different from the youths of the academy who vied for her affections, including the brilliant Teferi, who harbored an affection for her. Unbeknownst to Joyra, Carrick embarked on a sinister mission, a treacherous journey into the shadows. Khan, the silver golem and Joyra's confidant, was the first to suspect the dark undercurrents that enveloped Carrick's true identity. Khan had traversed time's tides, a pawn in Urza's unyielding quest for knowledge, and it was during one of these temporal voyages that he uncovered Carrick's malevolent intentions. In the stillness of time, Khan observed Carrick purloining forbidden blueprints from Urza's sanctum. Following Carrick's shadowy trail, Khan ventured through clandestine passages into the heart of a darkened forest. There, he bore witness to a revelation that would send shivers down his metallic spine. Carrick was not a solitary harbinger. He convened with other emissaries of Phyrexia, their sinister plot unveiled for Khan to hear, an impending invasion of the Talarian Academy. With the return to the present, Khan's desperate attempt to forewarn Urza was met with futility. Carrick had indeed brought with him a cadre of Phyrexian negators, and the hallowed halls of the Academy were plunged into pandemonium. Students and scholars alike fell prey to the savage onslaught. In the labyrinthine passages of the Academy, Khan journeyed to Joyra's chamber, where he was met with a scene of heart-rending sorrow. Her lifeless form lay crumpled on the floor, her vitality extinguished by the cruel hand of a Phyrexian negator. Consumed by grief and fueled by a thirst for vengeance, Khan slew the malevolent creature before returning to Urza, the mastermind of the Academy. Urza, burdened by the weight of his own creations, recognized the direness of the situation. In a desperate gambit to undo the impending cataclysm, he agreed to send Khan back in time to avert the calamitous assault. But time, that fickle mistress, held its own whims, and the time travel mechanism teetered on the brink of disintegration. Khan, guided by unwavering resolve, managed to ensnare Carrick in the past, breaking the malevolent agent's leg in the process. But as the temporal machinery careened towards chaos, Khan was abruptly hurled back into the turbulent present, leaving Carrick ensnared in a paradoxical temporal bubble. The ensuing cataclysm that befell the Talarian Academy was nothing short of apocalyptic. Urza, wielding the powers of a planeswalker, managed to save himself and a meager few, preserving them in petrified stasis while the edifice of knowledge crumbled into oblivion. Carrick, believed to be obliterated in the eruption, instead languished within the confines of temporal stasis, his existence suspended in the abyss of time. But the relentless march of history would bring him back, setting the stage for a catastrophic encore. Talaria's pristine halls were rebuilt, and with the return of the Academy, Carrick seized an opportunity to enact his nefarious designs. Barin, the Academy's new headmaster, mustered the island's defenses, but the forces of Phyrexia proved insurmountable. Desperation compelled Barin to activate an emergency beacon, a psychic siren's call that reached the consciousness of a distant Urza, ensnared within the mystical clutches of Yawgmoth, a sentient forest. Awakening from his stupor, Urza embarked on a journey to aid his beleaguered friend. Multani, the elemental guardian of Yawgmoth, found himself unwillingly swept up in Urza's potent magic, bearing witness to the impending catastrophe. Realizing the extent of the peril posed by Carrick and his Phyrexian ilk, Multani offered his support. The battle that ensued was a maelstrom of elemental fury, dark powers, and unwavering resolve. Carrick, wielding his arcane abilities, sought to vanquish Urza, but the elemental Multani, intertwined with the Planeswalker's consciousness, funneled his energies to rekindle Urza's diminished strength. Together, they confronted the malevolent sleeper agent. In the climactic clash that transpired, Carrick met his demise, and the sanctity of Talaria was preserved. Multani, in his elemental form, breathed life into the ancient forests of the island, cleansing them of any vestiges of the Phyrexian scourge. Carrick's shadowy presence, so long shrouded in darkness and deception, had been exorcised, bringing a modicum of respite to the beleaguered realm of Dominaria. Carrick's tale remained a haunting reminder of the treacherous forces that lurk in the shadows, a tale of deceit, heroism, and the indomitable spirit of those who stand against the encroaching darkness. And that brings us to the end of another fascinating journey through the multiverse here on the Multiverse Memoirs. We hope you've enjoyed uncovering the enigmatic pasts and captivating stories of the characters and creatures that make up the universe of magic. As we bid adieu, it's important to remember that the multiverse is a place of infinite possibilities, and the history we've delved into may not always be what it seems. Some tales may be woven with threads of myth and legend, and what we've explored might not always be a 100% accurate account. But isn't that the beauty of the multiverse? Its ever-shifting dynamic nature keeps us all in a state of wonder and discovery. We encourage you to keep your Planeswalker spark alive, continue your exploration, and share your own stories and interpretations with fellow Planeswalkers. Magic is a collaborative, ever-evolving world where your imagination knows no bounds. We want to extend our heartfelt gratitude to you, our loyal listeners, for joining us on this odyssey. Your support and curiosity fuel our passion for this extraordinary universe. Before we sign off, we'd like to remind you that the adventure doesn't have to end here. Keep the conversations going and share your thoughts, theories, and love for the multiverse with us and your fellow Planeswalkers. Please like and subscribe. If you have a hero that needs some attention, leave a name in the comments and we'll try to get to it. Until next time, keep your mana untapped, your library stacked, and your spark ignited. This is the Multiverse Memoirs.